I wanted to do a video about fibromyalgia as it pertains to disability law. I see so many people that are diagnosed with fibromyalgia. It's such a difficult problem to deal with medically, and that transitions into the disability field because for most disability claims, everything keys on your medical proof. My name is Michael Sullivan. I'm an attorney licensed in Kentucky. It's very fulfilling to see people that suddenly they can get a place to stay, suddenly they can buy food. That's where the magic is. The question always comes, how can you help me? How do we get started? What do we need to do to make a difference today? You're frustrated. You've worked and paid into the system throughout your life, and now you and your family need to get something back. I know it's hard when you can't work, especially when others depend on you. Fibromyalgia, there's no objective test for it. I can't take a scan and say you got fibro. The common blood work is not going to show anything. Physical exams, they're normal. They're expected to be normal in a fibromyalgia patient. So these judges look at these medical records that are fairly benign, yet they have a person that's literally crippled with fatigue and pain and brain fog, all in the name of fibromyalgia. It's a syndrome, which means it's a collection of symptoms. The diagnosis is based on the clinical judgment of the doctor that treats you. So you go in, I think the American College of Rheumatology had a certain number of tender points and a certain distribution and certain types of pain and fatigue symptoms over a window of time. And if you've ruled out everything else with all the tests, it's fibromyalgia. What you'll find in the disability world, most judges will go the distance and say, okay, I think fibromyalgia probably exists for this particular person. The next question is, how debilitating is it in this person? How does it affect their ability to work? And that's where the magic of the disability lawyer can happen, because we've got to present that case for that judge. We've got to show that judge what it's like to live inside your body. You know, one day in my life, judge, here's what I live with every day. With fibromyalgia cases, there's almost always associated depression or anxiety. There's always a mental impairment present, almost all cases. These cases are difficult for judges because there's really no objective test they can rely on to write their decision on. They turn in large part upon the credibility of the witness, and that's you. Hopefully, things you tell the judge are already reflected in the medical records and the doctors charted them, and it gets that much more momentum and that much more credibility. So if you have a fibromyalgia case, talk to your lawyer frequently and often about what's going on, what the doctors are doing, what they're trying. Have your symptoms changed? Keep a diary of your symptoms. Turn into your doctor. The doctor will make it part of the medical records. We'll submit the medical records. All of a sudden, that diary's proof in your case. The more you can do to legitimize what you're living with every day and show that judge that I'm not just telling you today, I've told everybody this is my life now, the better your case becomes. I'm attorney Michael Sullivan. I'm out of Louisville, Kentucky. Call with any questions. If you have any questions about your particular case, anything that might revolve around what kind of proof you need, remember, when in doubt, call your lawyer. I'm attorney Michael Sullivan. Let me know if I can answer your questions.